what's up? So, first thing, I'm going to apologize for the mess behind me. Obviously, in my garage, I've been doing a lot of rearranging, and so my garage is a massive mess right now. So, I'm excited. If you guys watched my last video, you know that I had a little mishap up in the woods. I got stuck, had to wait on someone to come pull me out, and I am happy to say that is no longer going to be the case. So I have been slowly building my truck into a hunting truck. Not only, personal, out on the road, everyday driver, but building it into something I can take out in the woods and feel comfortable being out in the backcountry, where there's not really a whole lot of resources to be able to help you get unbuggered. So last year I put the lift in the truck, put on bigger tires, with that a little bit better all-terrains than what I had. Got a brush guard, put that on. Brush guard is useless. That thing completely useless. It's only there for aesthetic purposes. Makes 0 sense having it on there. But I'm gonna attach the picture. I went and picked up from Rough Country for my truck. It is a brand new winch bumper and a 12,000 pound synthetic rope. Their Pro Series winch. The bumper is sweet. It's got two 2-inch square flush mount LED floodlights on the bottom, and then a massive 20-inch LED light bar. This thing is gonna be sweet. So I got it behind me. It's in boxes. I'm about to take it apart. I'm gonna get it all put together now, and then that'll be this video of me getting it put together, and then I'll do another video of actually installing it on my truck, and then from there. So I'm pumped to be able to do this for you guys. So I'll flip it around, I'll show you the boxes. Not really much to look at because it's just boxes. It literally just got here. But it came in 3 boxes. So I'm assuming that's the bumper itself. That's gonna be the light stuff, and then obviously the winch is right there. So like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and get to work, put this together. According to instructions, it only takes like maybe an hour, 2 hours tops to get it all put together. And it actually says, I think it says 3 hours from start to finish to put it together, install, wired, everything, about 3 hours. So it's pouring like a son of a gun outside right now. So I'm gonna get this put together, hopefully, and then when it's a little bit drier, I'm gonna get it put on the truck, get it wired, all that stuff. So I'm pumped, I'm ready to go. No more getting stuck for me, hopefully. If I get stuck and I can't get unstuck with that thing, we got bigger problems. So y'all stay tuned. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't yet, check out my video, my last upload. Also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Manborn Redneck. You can check out any of the links in the bio on my Instagram. I'll also post the links in the description for everything I bought for this. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to work. Y'all stay tuned. Please don't forget, hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share the channel. We've been rapidly growing. I'm really hoping to hit 1,000 by the end of the year. Let's see. Super humbled. Couldn't have done any of this without you guys. Let's keep growing this thing. Let's keep building this thing. And y'all stay tuned. Have a good day. Stay safe. Enjoy the video. Look at this thing. This thing is solid, well built. RC on the side for rough country. It's got the square holes for the lights, winch mounts right there. And then what they did to make it compatible with EcoBoost and the lower cooler. Check this out. They did this right there. They cut in all these grooves with a RC Rough Country logo right in the front. Allow air to go right through, right into your intercooler if you got an EcoBoost like I do. This thing is solid. I am very impressed. Can't wait to get it put together. These pieces are incredibly important. These are the pieces that slide in to your tow hooks on the front. It's mounted right by the tow hook, so this can return to factory at any time. So this is one of the two brackets. It just slides right in, you bolt it on. It's all plug and play, super simple. If I can do it, anyone can do it. So apparently I decided to stop recording, but I put on the shackles on the front and I just put the flush 2-inch light cubes in. I'm going to finish tightening them down, but it's super easy. So the kit that comes with the lights, it comes with its wiring harness, with a switch, everything you need. And I don't know if you can see through that, but that is a braided cable. So it's pretty well protected from rubbing and abrasion, stuff like that. But I'm gonna flip you around real quick so you can take a peek here at how this is all gonna go together little by little here. So flip you around real quick and let you take a look. So like I said, I put the shackles on both sides, and then I just put in the flush mount lights. Super easy. The holes are all pre-drilled and everything. And just run them through. It's got 4 bolts, and then the lock washer, or not lock washer. God, I'm drawing a blank. The nut. There we go. 4 nuts on it. Tighten those down. It came with the Allen wrenches, but it's the same on both sides. The wire comes in through the back here. And as you can see, it's all going to be plug and play when it's ready to go. So I got that done. I'm about to put on the fair lead housing. And then once I get that on, like I said, the winch is in the background there. I'm going to mount everything. I'm going to get it all ready to go. And then that way, when I'm ready to put it on my truck, I can just basically put it right on the truck. So I'm going to make sure everything's good to go. I'm going to tighten these down real quick, and then I'll put the fair lead on and go from there. So this should be a pretty cool little thing. I'm super excited. So with the winch, you're going to have a bunch of hardware for the lead piece right here. You're going to look for the nuts and bolts that have the rounded nut on it. And then when you actually mount the winch itself, onto the winch bumper, you're looking for the ones that are squared off like this. These actually sit in a pocket on the bottom of the winch to hold them in place so you can tighten down the bolt. So little tidbit there. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna mount the lead bracket, the housing bracket, whatever the heck it's called. I'm drawing a blank on it. I'm gonna mount that on there. Then I'm gonna grab the winch, throw that on there, bolt that on. And they are 3/4 inch for a socket. The ones for the lights were 10 millimeter for the nuts on those. For these ones so far, at least for the ones for the lead housing there, they're 3/4. And if I had to guess, the other ones are 9/16 for the winch. I'll confirm when I actually go to do that. So I'm gonna go get that thrown on real quick, and then I'll go on to bolting the winch onto the thing. I also recommend using Loctite on anything you're doing out here that's gonna be moving while you're driving. Loctite, just to be sure, keep it on there. So I'm gonna flip you guys around, throw that on there real quick, and then bolt down the winch. So my only thing I got here is on this Fairlee's house leading, whatever, goodness gracious, I can't even talk. On the lead housing here, I don't have the right socket to be able to fit it on the outside, so I ended up using just a pair of channel locks, a pair of needle nose channel locks, or vice grips, sorry. I cannot think worth beans today. To just grab a hold of it from the outside so I could really tighten it down on the back side. So that's good to go. I'm gonna go ahead, flip it back over, and get ready to mount the winch onto the plate. So this ought to be fun. So almost got this thing put together, ready to go. So all right, I'm gonna keep on moving. So I went ahead and figured out the size for the square nut bolt. It is a 5/8. So, and like I was saying, I'll flip you around to show you here, but the square ends here, they actually fit on the bracket. There's these little square pieces, cutouts for those square bolts, nuts to go into. That way it'll hold it in place so you can tighten down the actual nut itself. So I'm gonna go ahead, flip you around, I'll show you those pockets, excuse me, I was telling you about, and then I'm gonna go ahead and remove the zip tie from the winch cable so I can run it through the front, and then once I do that, I'll actually bolt this on. It's kind of a booger to try to get that around there before you bolt it on. So, well, if you bolt it on, it's kind of a booger to get it through once it's bolted on. So I'm gonna do it before I bolt it on, make it a little bit easier. But I'm gonna flip you around so I can show you where those pockets are on the winch bracket itself. So it's kind of hard to see, but underneath, the bolt goes underneath the plate here, right here in this pocket, right there, the square end slides in right there. Put the bolt in from the bottom, tighten it up. Should be really easy. But I'm gonna set you back down and keep on working. Alright, well, for whatever reason, this thing keeps stopping recording, but I got it mounted on the bumper, Loctited it in, tightened it down as tight as I could get it. So the winch itself is mounted onto the bumper. I'm about to attach this to the front of the cable. That's super easy. I'm probably not going to record it since I'm having issues with my thing recording. But you just undo the pin. This pulls out, goes right around the end of the cable, put the pin back in, rebend it. That way the pin can't slip out. So that's pretty much it with that. Then from there, I will be putting the light bar bracket on the top, which I have that set over here behind me. I'm gonna throw that on here in a second. That shouldn't take too long. And then it is pretty much ready to go to be put on my truck after I get that put together. So that I'll probably wait until it's a little bit drier, just because I don't want to wire in the rain. So probably wait for the next day without rain to actually wire it up. That'll be a separate video on its own, the actual install. But this is just the put together video. So it's almost put together, almost. But this thing's heavy, so it's definitely gonna be a 2-person install when I do put it on the truck. So part of me is wondering if I should have just put it on the truck and then waited to do the winch later, but then that would have made it even harder to bolt the winch on. So in my opinion, it's easier just attach the winch to it now and then lift the whole unit onto the truck once you get the brackets mounted on the truck. It's probably gonna be way easier to do it that way. So that's what I'm gonna do. So like I said, I'm gonna get this attached, not gonna show it, and then hopefully, as long as this keeps recording, I'll throw the light bar bracket on there and it'll be all put together. So it'll take just a second here. So keep watching. So still putting together the bumper. I had to step away last night. I had other stuff to do. So I'm gonna get this finished today. Hopefully I can even get it installed on the truck. That would be ideal, but we'll see. So I'll flip it around, but I just mocked up the light bar mount. I'm about to Loctite it and tighten it down. I'll flip you guys around so you guys can see it. My only complaint with this is the instructions are really vague. They're single page, black and white. None of the bolts are really labeled or anything for what you need them for, so it's kind of a guess and check. So hopefully I'm putting the right bolts in. They seem to fit, so I think they're the right ones. But I'll flip it around real quick so you guys can see what it looks like with it mocked up. So it mounts real easy. It's just these 2 bolts there, 2 there. There's a nut on the bottom of them. And then the light bar, obviously, will go right in there. That's gonna mount. Right there's a mount screw, and there's a mount screw. And then the wires run down through. So I'm gonna set you guys down, get these tightened up, and then I'll get the light bar put in. ahead and mocked up the light bar in there. So there's the light bar inside the housing. It's gonna take a little bit of adjusting, I think, but it's just got the screw that goes in, a bushing, and you tighten it in with an Allen wrench. Same thing on this side. And then the wire runs down the inside through the bottom there. So I'm gonna set you down real quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get this tightened in. She is, folks, all put together. Now I just got to put it on the truck. So everything's all on, tightened up, and ready to rock. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's going to do it for this one. The next video after this will be the actually install on the truck. I'm probably going to wire it and everything off camera, and then I'll show you how I ran the wires afterwards. Just because it's going to be a booger to wire, and I'm not very good at wiring. So, and yeah, I'll just show you after I get it all wired. So, anyways, it's all put together. It's ready to rock. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, share the channel. You guys are awesome. This channel's taken off in the last month. So keep it up. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And y'all have a nice day. Stay safe.